John, it's time to have a game, I think.
I think so.
I think this is fantastic. The condition's amazing. Where did this come from?
It's a friend of mine bought it at an auction.
Really?
Yeah.
What, gave it to you?
No, he just asked me to bring it down because you can't come here today yourself, you know.
How long ago did he buy it at auction?
Just a few months ago, I think.
Well, he's got bored with it already.
Oh, he must have done, yeah. He probably doesn't know how to play it.
Do you know if he bought it because he liked it?
Probably the right price, wasn't it, you know?
Blimey, we're on the spot here.
Oh,
Maybe he didn't pay
probably done it
£1,500 for it. I think the great thing about this is the condition. Frankly, it looks as if nobody's ever played it. It must be 100 years old.
Yeah.
It looks like this fully fitted box has got all the correct number of horses,
yes,
12 horses.
12 horses there,
They're
yeah.
lead,
Yeah.
they're hand painted, they've got original colours on them, an original mahogany box of super quality. Slightly disappointing that there is no maker's name.
I was so surprised that even all the horses, all the reins,
Yes.
there's none damaged.
It's extraordinary, isn't it?
It's only a bit of like cotton.
Yes.
You'd think at the age it is, it would have been damaged, wouldn't you?
Well, you would. You'd think they'd rot, to be
they're all,
honest.
yeah,
They
they're
look
all
original to me.
complete.
Yeah. We haven't got the instructions, but I imagine that you put the fences and the rather splendid water jump
Yeah.
where you
Where it
want to,
suits.
and one can only assume that if you land on them, you go back to the start. Have a spin.
There we go.
Well, I suppose we'd better ask how much he paid. Did he tell you how much he paid for
Yeah, I
it?
think he paid £20 or £30 for it, that's all.
Right. Did he think he was getting a bargain?
I
Or?
think he thought he was getting a bargain.
Well, I think he
really
got a
was.
bargain
Yeah,
too.
definitely,
I reckon
yeah.
it's worth 3-4 times that.
Yeah.
I'd be very surprised if this didn't make £100.
Oh, very easy, yeah.
He'd be pleased with that, would he?
I'd have thought so, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Perhaps the old favourite flogged estimate of 80 to 120. And there'll be no shortage of people that want to buy it, I think.
Yeah.
We'd better, for his sake, we'd better put a reserve on it, do you
Oh,
think?
yeah, sure, yeah.
Should we put a reserve of double what he paid? Well, you think he might have paid £30 for it?
Yeah, something like that.
Let's put a reserve of
Something
£75.
Okay, that'll be fine.
I think we ought to mention his name, oughtn't we? If he's going to
His
be
name's
watching.
Tommy.
Tommy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Tommy, and we'll do our best for you.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing it along.
Okay, thanks.
Our experts have completed their first set of valuations, so let's check out how they've done. 269 miniature jugs. What a lot of lot. With no reserve, at least there's no chance they will need to be packed up and taken home. I bet plenty of you at home are sitting there with a nice cup of tea and a biscuit. Perhaps you could do with this next lot. With a reserve of £50, it could be a real bargain. Another amazing collection, but cigarette cards aren't as desired used to be, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed I'm on the money. And John's horse racing game is in such good condition, I'm convinced it will gallop out the sale room. For today's auction, we've come to Scarborough Fine Art and Worthing Auction Galleries. It's a massive place. It's jam-packed, as you can see, full of antiques. And hopefully later on it's going to be full of bidders, all wanting our Flog It lots. But before the sale starts, let's have a quick chat with today's auctioneer. He's one of our Flog It experts, and his name's Nick Hall. Now, this is great fun.
Isn't it just? There's a lot of interest in this on the viewing.
It's Edwardian, and I'm sure lots of people would like to play with this, although the original owners, possibly 100 odd years ago, didn't play on the board because it's in crisp condition. Just
Well
look at
looked
that.
after.
Now, this was bought by one of John's friends, a chap called Tommy, recently, a couple
Yeah.
of months ago, in auction.
At auction?
Yeah, for around about £30. So we've
He's
put
had a flutter of his own,
He
hasn't
has
he,
had a
really?
flutter,
Yeah.
yes. And we've got odds on this doing 80 to 120.
I'll take those odds, and I'll have a fiver myself. It's going to make more than that, I think. Should do.
It should do.
He paid how much for it at auction?
£30.
£30.
You'd be disappointed, wouldn't you, if this only got £30 in your rooms?
I'm going to stick my neck on the block. I think it's worth a couple of £100.
Great, that's what I really wanted to hear, because I was going to say about the same.
I hope it will now I've said that.
Well, they're under starters orders. For today's sale, Nick is joined by his business partner, Andrew Scarborough, who's first out of the gates. Now, remember that collection of little miniature jugs? There's hundreds of them. Well, a couple of hundred anyway.
269.
200, thank you, Terry. Well, we've got the the jugs here, we've got the cabinet, we've got Terry. Unfortunately, Joy cannot be with us today. We've got a value of around about £100, £150. Charlie originally put no reserve on these, but I know you've asked the auctioneer for a £60 reserve.
I think that's very fair.
Yes. Charlie and his no reserves. We don't want that big collection to go for under 60.
Hope it stays as a collection, really.
Yes, it's been in the family a long time.
Yes, it has.
Yeah. I think they're fantastic. There's so much to look at. The more you see, the more you learn about things like that.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, anyway.
And there are some very good quality ones, actually.
Yeah.
There's a bit of Worcester and there's a bit of Silver Mounted, a bit of Dalton. They should do well.
Fingers crossed, going under the hammer right now. Good luck, Terry.
Nice collection of miniatures. Mary Gregory, Dalton, etc. Should we say 100? Thank you, Chris, at 100.
We're in. We've sold.
At 100 then for the collection of miniatures. 10 anywhere. And they go at 1.
Straight in, straight out. Blink into that one.
That's great.
Auctions for you, £100 straight in.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Remember all those tea cards and cigarette cards plus all the albums? Well, they're right next to me. Your lot is coming up now. They failed to put a lot of them in the catalogue, haven't they?
Yes.
And there's some cracking ones in there and lots of albums, and they didn't put albums either. So I hope that the bidders have found them. The auctioneers have done their homework and they've promoted them properly on the internet. That's what we can hope for. We got 80 to 120. We both agreed on that.
Yeah.
I think they feel confident we're going to get it. And I can see Nick look there picking up the phone, so maybe there's a phone line booked on this.
Brilliant.
That's what we want, Rex. A big smile on Rex's
We want
face.
two phone calls,
We
don't
do actually. People to push each other up. Well, we're going to find out right now. This is it.
Nice collection of cigarette cards. Should we start at 50? At 40 then. Good subjects, in particular the boxing. 30. It's a mean start, but 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, in front at 28, 30, 2, 32 in front, 35, 35 it is then, 38, £38.
You get to take them home, Rex. There's another day and another sale room. Well, it wasn't to be Rex's days. All I can say is, Rex, you've cheered me up. You brought back my childhood memories because I've collected lots of those tea cards. And thanks for coming. Hope it's been a good day out.
It's been a pleasure.
Right, next up it's that glass biscuit jar. We've got that, but unfortunately we don't have Sharon, the owner, but we do have Sharon's husband, Steve. How do you do? Good to see you. I like the idea of a glass biscuit jar because if you've got Roger the Lodger living with you, you can tell if he's been nicking the biscuits or not.
You know who takes the biscuit there, then?
Yeah, I think you did on this one, 50 to 80.
Oh, it's very nice. It's just simple, silver-topped, nice quality. I'll be surprised if it doesn't go above 50.
Let's find out what the bidders think, shall we? It's going under the hammer right now. Good luck. This is it.
It's the George V silver-mounted glass biscuit barrel. What are we going to say? Start me at, what, £35 to get the ball rolling?
Oh, come on.
35 on commission, thank you. At 35, take 40 anywhere. 35 I'm bid. 40.
Something posh to
5,
put your custard
50,
creams in.
50 standing. Gents bid at £50 standing. Any advance on 50? At £50 offered. We all done? Here at 50 I'm selling, you sure?
£50, we got it away. That's okay, isn't it? Yeah?
Yeah. Sold. I'm going to take it home.
So you're going to report to Sharon anyway?
Yes, and
Give
it
her the
belongs
good
to
news.
her father, so she'll send her the money.
Where is she today?
She's at school. She's a teaching assistant.
She couldn't get
so
a day off.
The auction came not in the summer holidays.
Right,
but in
okay.
They've just
last
gone
week.
back as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Well, send her our regards anyway.
Will do.
We got it away.
Right.
Just. I absolutely love this next lot. It's a horse racing game. It's Edwardian. It belongs to John. Not for much longer,
Not for much longer, no, not at all.
because we've got a value of 80 to 120 pounds, which is a sort of an auctioneer's book price cliche for most things. We had a chat to Nick, our auctioneer, earlier. You know what he said? He said this should do 200 pounds quite easily.
Really?
Yes.
Pleasantly
Interested to
surprised.
see. I'm very pleased.
And a friend of yours got this in an auction for 30 odd quid not long ago, so I think he's got a good eye. He's going to turn a good profit.
If it turns a profit, I think he'll be spending the money on some more bits and pieces.
At auction?
At auction, yeah.
So you can buy and sell at auction and make a profit. Well, it's going under the hammer right now. Good luck.
387, the Victorian horse racing game, in good order, with accessories, together with the painted lead named Mounts. Hard to find now. 150. Thank you, Chris. 150.
Straight in.
160, 170, 180, 190. In front at 190, 200, 210.
They love it.
210 in front.
It's neck and neck.
Love
And
potential.
all that,
They're coming to the
210.
line.
210 over the water.
210. Yes.
That'll do.
£210.
Very nice.
That's
Very
good.
nice.
We'll settle for that, won't we?
Oh, very much. I think you'll be very, very happy at that.
Well, give him our regards, won't
I will
you?
do.
Tommy, you've got an excellent eye.